Good evening, viewers. This is the day of the big exit polls. To some extent, the exit polls has been on predictable lines. The big state, the focus has been on Uttar Pradesh, 403-member state assembly. Now, the Republic TV poll, Matri's Republic TV poll has given the BJP a very clear edge as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. It has put the predictions as 262 to 277 seats, followed by the Samajwadi Party at 119 to 134 seats, and BSP 7 to 15 seats, Congress 3 to 8 seats. That's the prediction as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Coming to the northeastern region, it is once again BJP, that is BJP advantage, BJP, that is on your screen, viewers, exit poll. This is PMark, Republic PMark exit polls on Republic TV. BJP has been projected to get 27 to 31 seats in Manipur, Congress between 11 to 17 seats, NPP between 6 to 10 seats, NPF between 2 to 6 seats, and others between 3 to 10 seats. Now, if we are to go by this prediction, the PMark exit polls, BJP 27 to 31 seats. In 2017, the BJP had gone only 21 seats. The Congress had then, in 2017, emerged as the largest single party with 28 seats. And now the BJP has been projected to get a clear lead of 27 to 31 seats. But still, if you take the mean, that is 27 seats, if the BJP were to get 27 seats, it will still be short by 4 to get that halfway mark, that magic figure of 31. In that case, there is nothing to worry, because the next projection is the NPP, which has been an ally of the BJP for 5 years, but this time round decided to dump the BJP and contest on its own. The NPP is projected to get between 6 to 10 seats. But the most trusted ally this time of the BJP in Manipur is the Naga People's Front, which is projected to get between 2 to 6 seats. So if the Naga People's Front gets between 2 to 6 seats, they will certainly ally with the BJP, because they have clearly said this during course of the election campaign. Both the BJP and the NPF said that they trust each other. So therefore, the Naga People's Front as of now is the most trusted ally of the BJP. But if you take into account the NPP, although the NPP had contested the elections and thought that they are going to emerge as the largest single party and they are an opponent of the BJP, but the fact remains that as we speak, the NPP continues to be an alliance partner of the BJP-led Northeast Democratic Alliance, that is the NEDA. So therefore, it's only predictable that the NPP will side with the BJP, and therefore, if that is so, the Congress allegation that the NPP has always been a B team of the BJP will come true. But we'll have to wait and watch. The 10th of March is the result day. So that is the projection. Once again, wrapping up on Manipur, viewers. Manipur, it was a very high voltage election campaign, 89% polling. In 2017, the polling percentage was 86, but this time the percentage has been 89. That's a huge turnout. Huge turnout can reflect either continuity or change. So this time, if assume that they wanted to have continuity, but of course, as I said, voters are king, and we'll get to know everything in detail, crystal clear on the 10th of March. But you can also not dump exit polls, because there have been many instances when exit polls have been bang on. There are instances when exit polls have been absolutely gone wrong. So it can either way. Let's focus on the exit polls at this time. Manipur, then Jan Ki Baat. This is another exit poll on Manipur. Jan Ki Baat also says that puts the BJP as 23 to 28, followed by the Congress 10 to 14, NPP 7 to 8, and others 12 to 18. So if that is again as a good situation for the BJP, if we take into account the Jan Ki Baat, if the BJP is to get 23 seats, assuming taking the mean, and the NPP 7, even then they are close to the mark, and of course the others will definitely 12 to 18. That includes the Naga People's Front. So both these polls, PMark on Republic TV and Jan Ki Baat, we have seen a clear edge for the BJP as far as Manipur is concerned. So that will be a lot of relief for Biren Singh and company as far as Manipur is concerned. Both the exit polls giving a clear edge. Now, Priya, you know, we have seen all the top guns campaigning for the BJP in Manipur, isn't it? Because starting from everybody, almost everybody over there. Can you recollect some of the names who campaigned in Manipur?
Yes, Smriti Irani, starting from Smriti Irani, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Assam Chief Minister and NADA convener Himanta Biswa Sharma. Every one of them, they went to Manipur for campaigning, and it shows result. Well, exit polls shows advantage in Manipur for BJP, Wasbir.
Absolutely, absolutely. Starting from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Party President JP Nadda, Kiren Rijiju, Smriti Irani, you name it. Everyone were there campaigning for the BJP. They unleashed its political might in the BJP, has unleashed its political might in Manipur. The Congress could not give a matcher. It was only Rahul Gandhi's, that solitary visit by Rahul Gandhi on a day-long campaign tour. I have some guests lined up in Imphal. I want to request my producers to put us through to some of our guests in Imphal. Let's see if we have anybody at this point in time in Imphal. Okay, we have two veteran political leaders from Manipur joining us live at this point in time. Mr. I. Hemachandra Singh, the working president of the Manipur Congress, and BJP leader Prithviraj Singh, also a candidate for the Moirang seat. Prithviraj, two exit polls. The Republic P-Mark exit poll as the Jan Ki Baat has given the BJP a clear edge. So was it on expected lines as far as you are concerned, Prithviraj?
Going through some of the news channels, and there are other channels, even say G News is giving BJP 32 to 38 seats. So this is just an exit poll, but I personally and also the party believe that we will be scoring much higher than this. So we expect that BJP to minimum get about 36 to 38. It will definitely go up to 40, because the BJP also, we have our own assessment of exit polls, and we also expect that there are another 5 to 7 seats which we still believe that it's 50-50, which can go either way. So if this 5 to 7 seats convert into goes into BJP's way, then I strongly believe that BJP will definitely cross that 40 mark, which has been our slogan "Ab ki baar 40 baar." So it will definitely be a reality, hopefully on the 10th of March.
Absolutely. But let me go to Mr. Hemachandra Singh. Mr. Hemachandra Singh, both these exit polls have put the Congress in the number 2 position. Now, your party, including yourself, you also have been quite confident. And as I said right at the beginning, some of the exit polls have been bang on, Mr. Hemachandra, while some odd exit polls have gone wrong. So, do you agree with this exit poll results today?
I think polling in UP, I think the 2022 elections have come to a close where the electorate have taken their decisions. And Wasbir, you are a very old dear friend, and you've been covering politics in the Northeast for a very long time. See, exit polls is probably an exercise which we cannot do away with, because we have to wait till say another 48 hours. And you would more than agree with me that exit polls have turned out awfully wrong in many instances. For instance, for example, in West Bengal, the exit polls were totally in favor of the BJP, and it just happened the opposite. The opposite happened, and I'm sure I think Mr. Prithviraj must be very happy with the exit polls, because I still consider him to be a very veteran Congress leader, just joined the BJP. But having said so, I think the Manipur scenario will be different, because I'm still very confident that irrespective of all the exit polls, things will be very different. The story will be very different. You're talking about P-Mark or Jan Ki Baat or Republic, name it, any sample survey. And by the way, sample surveys are done for about 3,450 people, I'm told. So these exercises can keep happening, and having been myself in active politics for the last 30 years, having contested, this is my 8th election.
Hemachandra Singh, Mr. Hemachandra Singh, let's if we go by the P mark, they put the NPP at 6 to 10, NPF at 2 to 6, and BJP at 27 to 31. If the BJP gets 27, do you think they will automatically, the NPP, you have always been accusing the NPP to have been a B team of the BJP. Do you still think so? Do you think the NPP, given a chance, will go and run and join the BJP?
See, I think the way I look at it, Wasbir, is that Manipur's scenario will be totally different post-poll. I think the arrogance of the BJP, the sheer, projection run up to the elections has come to such a boil, to such a situation where I think anything is possible post-poll. And I'm sure, I think a sizable number of surprise wins also will come, to my mind.
The breaking reaction. The breaking reaction from Manipur is that the Congress in Manipur has rejected the findings, rejected the exit poll predictions. But one thing, Mr. Hemachandra Singh, who are your allies? Do you think today you have to agree that it may not be a very easy going for the Congress party? In that case, last time in 2017, you were caught napping. Despite getting 28 seats, the Congress could not form the government. Now, who are your potential allies this time? Elections are over. You can speak your mind.
Absolutely. I think, Wasbir, of course, we'll have to see as the scene unfolds after post-poll. But definitely, I think, as you're saying, that this is a matter of deep churning which we'll need to do within ourselves, and a lot of introspection as well. And then, of course, strategy as well, because I would 100% agree with you that probably we were a little complacent in 2017 when it could be overconfidence, it could be, whatever happened. I mean, we probably didn't manage it well. And in fact, even this time when there was this very clear rift between the NPP, Wasbir, you will remember in run up to the Rajya Sabha poll, there was a lot of there was a proper rift between the NPP, and there was a serious threat of the government falling then. So I think all these factors will come into play, and I think, to my mind, if even now, I think it is very clear in my mind that probably there will be Manipur will still have a fractured mandate.
Okay, let me turn to Prithviraj Singh. I am also told that I am being joined by Mr. Awanbo Newmai, the president of the NPF Manipur unit. I'll go to him in a short while. But Prithviraj Singh, you see, in Assam, for example, if you take Assam, the BJP has a tradition of going with its allies. Even though the BJP did not need an alliance partner like the AGP or something during the last elections, they said that we'll continue with the AGP. The Bodoland People's Front in Assam, they were not part of, they were contesting on their own, they severed the ties, but still the BJP government in Assam continued with the Bodoland People's Front ministers. Now in Manipur, will the BJP be willing to take the NPP as its alliance partner if the situation demands in a short few days from now?
Well, first of all, Wasbir, I personally do not believe that BJP will not be requiring anybody post 10th of March, because the exit poll have clearly said that BJP is forming the government on its own. And these exit polls are basically nothing but the reflection of the work which this government have done and achieved in the last 5 years. So that's what all our campaign was all about. It's all about bringing peace and development. It's all about bridging the people from valley and the hills. It's about good governance. It's about development. It's about handling COVID. It's about accessibility of the chief minister and his cabinet colleagues. So everything is put into a package, and this is a result. It's basically the byproduct of the last 5 years. So I personally believe that BJP will not be alliance. It's for the high command to take a call, and plus as far as you are mentioning about NPP. We have seen the NEDA convener Shri Himanta Biswaji categorically stating that NPP will definitely not be a part of the next government in Manipur. He has mentioned that in a rally. In fact, it was my rally in Moirang. So
Right.
I personally believe that BJP will
Right.
be forming, the
So-
government on our own. But yes, definitely,
So
definitely,
NPP not likely
I think,
to be.
I think, Wasbir, I'll just take the 15 second, Wasbir.
Yeah.
I personally believe that the BJP will definitely will be, taking care of the allies who have stood through thick and thin in the last 5 years. So we definitely will be taking care of those parties who were with the
Right.
BJP through thick and thin, not the ones who have, who have been trouble, from time and again to, pull down the government. So that's what my personal take on this.
Right. Very soon, Priya will bring in all the exit polls on Manipur once again. If we can get those graphics on the screen, all the exit polls one by one, whether it is a Republic Mark, slowly. If we can ask the producers to have it slowly so that Priya can read out.
Right.
This is the P Mark. Priya, continue.
Right. So viewers, you can see on your screen. So according to PMark, well, BJP 27 to 31 seats, Congress 11 to 17 seats, NPP 6 to 10 seats, NPF 2 to 6 seats, and others 3 to 7 seats. So as per PMark predictions, so there you can very clearly see these are predictions for Manipur. So there you can see we have also predictions coming in from Jan Ki Baat. So there you can see Bharatiya Janata Party 23 to 28 seats, Congress 10 to 14 seats, NPP 7 to 8 seats, and others 12 to 18 seats in Manipur.
Okay, these are the two, and we will also try to bring you the Z News poll on G News exit poll on Manipur. Request the producers to come bring that up on the screen as soon as possible. Well, these are the two exit polls. Let's go to Mr. Awanbo Nyumai, the president of the Naga People's Front Manipur unit. Mr. Nyumai, Mr. Nyumai, Republic P Mark exit poll says that the Naga People's Front is going to get between 2 to 6 seats. In 2017, you won 4 seats, but this time you contested only 11 seats. So if you win 6 seats, it will be a good performance for the NPF. It is on expected lines, isn't it, Mr. Nyumai?
In fact, we contest in only 10, not 11.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to join you in the stadium.
Right. Carry on. Yes. Carry on. Is it on expected lines? Is it on?
We expect this 8 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So we let us have Nyumai on the screen. Let us have Mr. Nyumai on the
I'm
screen.
sure we'll be. Yeah.
Let's have some visuals on the screen, please. Okay.
Hello?
Now, Mr. Nyumai, you
Right,
see,
yeah. Yes.
my question is very simple. Whatever numbers you
Yeah.
get, Mr. Nyumai, can you say today for sure that the NPF is going to join the BJP-led government in Manipur?
You see, it is for my high command to decide. Of course, I will say again,
I can hear you. Carry on. I can hear you, Mr. Nyumai. Okay, we have lost that line to Mr. Nyumai. But let me go back to our guests. Can we have our other guests on the screen, please? There is no need to remove them from the screen. We can have the other guests on the screen. Yes, like that. Now, Mr. Prithviraj, during the election campaign, both the BJP as well as the NPF had said that they had full trust in each other. So can you at least, without being diplomatic, can you at least say that you have no problem in having the NPF as part of the BJP-led government, whether you need them or not?
Well, Wasbir, I have just mentioned in my earlier remark that BJP will definitely be considering going with those people, allies who have stood with the BJP through thick and thin in the last 5 years. So that's quite obvious that which party I am referring to. So that's in fact a call which the High Command has to take after 10th of March. But I personally believe that definitely the BJP will definitely be considering going with allies who have stood with us, with the BJP through thick and thin in the last 5 years. And definitely BJP will be dumping those allies who have been troublemakers in the last 5 years. So the last 5 years has been very turbulent here. So those allies who have stood with the BJP, I personally believe that will definitely stay with the BJP.
This is Mr. Prithviraj's personal view, but the sense which I am getting this evening, viewers, is that the BJP is definitely going to dump the NPP if they get the numbers as projected in the exit polls today, and they are definitely going to keep the NPP as an alliance partner, whether they need them for the numbers or not. That is the sense one is getting. Of course, that will be in sync. If that is so, that will be in sync with Chief Minister N. Biren Singh's campaign, Go to Hills campaign. The BJP, the Prime Minister also referred to this during his election campaign in Manipur, that the BJP was the only party, it was the BJP government that carried a clear initiative to bridge the divide between the hills and the valley. Therefore, since the Naga People's Front represent the Nagas in the hill areas of Manipur, in the hill districts of Manipur, the BJP may not keep the NPF outside. The BJP, in all probability, all certainty, will keep the NPF on its side. So that is the sense I am getting. Now, Mr. Hemachandra Singh, I'll go to Awanbo Newma as soon as I get a clearance that the line is on. But basically, Mr. Hemachandra Singh, assuming, I know that you have already rejected the exit polls. You feel that these are incorrect. We'll have to wait till the 10th of March. Even I agree that at the end of the day, everything will be crystal clear on the 10th of March. But assuming that for a hypothetically speaking, is NPP your potential ally? Because the NEDA convener, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, had categorically stated openly that NPP will not be part of the BJP government if at all such a situation arises this time. So, my question is the NPP a potential ally of the Congress in Manipur? Yes or no?
Absolutely, it is, I think, as clear as day, Wasbir, because it is a very realistic, practical and correct political trend which is emerging. And I think going by what the BJP spokesperson's confidence or whatever arrogance or whatever way I would like to put it, because let us wait anyway. But I think the scenario now which is emerging in Manipur is going to be very different from what is being predicted. And I'm sure we are on the back foot today as far as all the exit polls are concerned. And I think that is something which is not worrying us. This is not a matter of concern to us, because in the past, Wasbir, it has been proven many times wrong. In West Bengal, in Manipur itself, in Manipur, last exit polls was clearly in favor of the BJP.
Yeah,
Lastly, this point is very important, Wasbir. That, see, you asked a very basic, very nice question to the BJP. Is that in the NDA in Delhi also, in the central government, the NDA, the BJP, in spite of having such a whooping majority, have taken their partners together as part of the coalition government. But here, you are already sounding it is already resonating with that with that thought that we will not require anybody, we will just form our own government.
But Hemachandra
it
Singh,
is not even about the numbers. It is not even about the numbers.
This evening,
it is about principles. It's about respecting each other's contributions to having worked together for the last 5 years. So I think a lot of things will happen now, because we are still very confident that naturally the NPP, Mr. Conrad Sangma's party is a very, very potent, I think, force to reckon with.
Mr. Hemachandra Singh, I'll have to stop you. We'll have to reduce the volume. He cannot hear me. Mr. Hemachandra Singh, you have to stop at this point in time. I'll come back to you. before I'll go to Mr. Awanbo Nyumai, who is again on the line, but I'll ask Priya. Priya,
Right.
we have got the latest,
Right.
another exit poll in front of us. That's the G News exit poll.
All right, viewers, so there you can see, so Z News has predicted BJP 32 to 38 seats,
Let's
Congress
have visuals.
12 to 17
Priya,
seats,
Priya,
NPP
Priya.
2 to 4 seats, NPF 3 to 5, and others 2 to 5. So as per Z News prediction, there you can see, well, Z News also show advantage for BJP in Manipur. So there you can see Bharatiya Janata Party 32 to 38 seats, Congress 12 to 17 seats, NPP 2 to 4 seats, NPF 3 to 5, and others 2 to 5 seats.
Okay,
as
if you can
per
repeat
Z
those
News.
figures, Priya, if you can repeat those G News figures.
All right, viewers, so we are getting the latest updates. Well, the Z News figures have also come out for Manipur. So there you can see the Bharatiya Janata Party 32 to 38 seats, Congress 12 to 17 seats, NPP 2 to 4 seats, NPF 3 to 5 seats, and others 2 to 5 seats. So these are the latest figures that we can see. So both Jan Ki Baat, P Mark and Z News, well, they predicted, they shows BJP advantage in Manipur, Wasbir.
Absolutely, absolutely. All the three exit polls have given the clear edge to the BJP. We'll go to Mr. Once again, I'm joined by Mr. Awanbo Nyumai. Okay, Mr. Awanbo Nyumai, the president of the NPF. We'll have all the guests on the screen, please. Let's have all the guests on the screen. Let's have all the guests on the screen. Mr. Awanbo Nyumai. Yes, let's stick to that. Let's stay like that. Let's take like that. Let's have another window if needed. Mr. Awanbo Nyumai, where is Mr. Awanbo Nyumai? Okay. I have my Nurul Hassan. Nurul Hassan is an NPP leader from Manipur, who has also been a candidate. Welcome, Nurul Hassan. You have projected NPP. Almost all the exit polls have put the NPP at number 3. Now, if you take as the P Mark exit poll, it puts the BJP 27 to 31, Congress 11 to 17, NPP 6 to 10. That is the figure I am having as far as the NPP is concerned. And same is the case with Jan Ki Baat. Now, is it on expected lines? But of course, you contested 40 seats. The Congress contested much more seats than you. They projected as 11 to 17, but you are projected to get between 6 to 10. You had won 4 seats in 2017. Is this exit poll on expected lines?
This exit poll are just an imagination, and the real figures will come out on 10th of this month. And I am very sure that all these exit polls figures will be just wild imagination, which was in the case of West Bengal. In West Bengal, exit polls shows that BJP was winning with a thumping majority, but they could not win even the 3 digits. So that's exactly going to happen in Manipur. This time the people of Manipur has voted against BJP in the valley, in Naga areas, and only in Kuki areas, in Kuki dominated areas, where by using those Kuki militants, the BJP has used full force. In that areas, they may win some seats, but in valley, they are going to whip out this time.
Why is it, Mr. Nurul Hassan, that whoever is projected to get less seats in exit polls, they always reject the exit polls? Now, the breaking news is that both the Congress as well as the NPP in Manipur have completely rejected the exit polls tonight. Now, Nurul Hassan, why is it, as I was asking you this question, why is it that those political parties who get less seats, projected to get less seats in exit polls, immediately come and reject the exit polls? Why have you rejected the exit polls? You think you are going to get how many seats you predict?
Because we will definitely emerge as a single largest political party. We will get double digit 20 plus seats. The exit poll may not show that, because the exit polls are conducted with a biased mindset. Let a third party, neutral party, conduct it. The Hearst's ground reality was different. Let all the ground reality come into play. The electorate has already voted. The results will be counted
Okay.
On the 10th of March, the results will be in our
in a short
in front of us. So
let me go to Prithviraj. Let me Nurul Hassan, just hold your thoughts. We will once again repeat all those exit polls one by one. We'll stay with this particular screen. We don't have to change the screen. We'll stay with this screen, but we'll look at the exit polls one by one. But Prithviraj, the NPP is saying they are going to get 20 seats. They are saying that the exit polls have been done with a biased mindset. That means in today's day of, don't you think the exit polls are conducted in a scientific manner? Or do you agree with Nurul Hassan? Because if the BJP would have been projected to get less seats, perhaps you would have also rejected the exit polls tonight.
No, Wasbir, no, not at all. See, you have to give credit to all the pollsters who have put in labor day in, day out to bring up this data, these figures. So these figures doesn't come up just automatically just by 2-3 chaps sitting in a air conditioned room. You have sent 300, 400 people on the ground. We have taken interviews and surveys from various polling stations. And it's a byproduct of that. It's a long process, and you have to give credit to all the pollsters who have given us this numbers and the data. And see, it's quite it has become quite a fashion for all. I mean, majority of the political parties to reject the numbers if the number does not favor their particular political party. So for me personally, I have full faith in the exit polls, and I personally believe that the BJP's figure will definitely go higher, a couple of notch up than the figure which I've shown in the today's exit poll. And as far as the NPP is concerned, see, it is their prerogative, it is their complete right to try to convince the people of Manipur that they are contesting in so and so state and they will be emerging as the single largest party.
Now,
see, obviously they
absolutely.
That's their agenda.
Before we bring you,
but it has fallen completely flat today, and the picture will be much clearer on the 10th of March.
Okay, obviously. We'll also take a look at all the other states, all the 5 states that had gone to the poll one by one. But Hemachandra Singh, what is your take on the exit polls? Why are you rejecting the exit polls? Don't you believe, as Prithviraj said, don't you believe that it's conducted in a scientific manner? A lot of people are put on the ground. No. Or why are you laughing tonight?
Wasbir, listen, I think, this is not the first election you have covered. You have covered elections over the last so many years. So many elections you have covered. See, it's all right. See, the polls are over. And exit poll is something like, I'll tell you, exit poll, what is exit poll is. It could be a personal reflection. But exit polls are always an exercise in counting chickens before they are hatched. Whether it is in the favor of the Congress party, whether it is in the favor of the BJP, whether it is in the favor of any other party. For example, the NPP, for instance, was very upbeat. Mr. Nurul Hassan was saying that they will probably win about 20 seats. If it comes as a big surprise, I mean, if they win 20 seats, then probably they will dent both Congress and the BJP altogether. So I think, to my mind, I think we should put our minds at rest. Whatever the exit polls, whatever they say, whatever you say, whatever we discuss, whatever Mr. Prithviraj says, whatever I say is irrelevant now. So I think, we should have peace of, resting our minds and not getting too much into all these debates, because it is of no consequence. So what I feel is that, it can still be a surprise. It has happened in the past. In West Bengal, it has happened in Manipur, it has happened in other states. So I think, in all humility, I think we should wait. Definitely the exit polls.
Of course, I agree with you. We should wait.
This time.
We should wait.
We should wait.
We should wait. We should wait.
And we should not brush off. We should not brush off anything.
Absolutely.
Democracy.
Absolutely.
The beauty of democracy, the beauty of the people's verdict should be seen.
There are many things to discuss with 3 of the most vocal voices from Manipur. Hemachandra Singh,
and
always vocal.
Wasbir. I mean, you have really covered these elections very at a very micro level, and we have had this series of discussions, debates, and this and that. So I think let us just put everything to rest.
We once again let me. I was there was a flip flop. I was not getting the line to Mr. Newmai. That is the hazard of Okay, we are back, Mr. Newmai. you contested 10 seats. Your projection is 2 to 8. You are saying that you may get up to 8 seats. My question was, are you going to automatically side with the BJP? You said your high command will take a decision. But your top leaders have been saying that this is a party we trust. BJP chief minister has also said that we trust the NPF. NPF top leaders have also said during the campaign that we trust the BJP. So why are you so guarded to that?
I will still repeat that we are still the good partner, a very good partner of BJP. We run the government well. And now it is for the High Command to decide in which manner we go about. It is just 2 days to go now. I will still say that we are still a very, very good partner of BJP. We trust the leadership. We run well, the government well. We have shown how we have run the government, good governance we have offered. So people trust us, people trust the government. So for the new government, it is for my high command to say how to go about it. That's how I want to put.
Very, very clear-cut statement on a day when the results are not out. There could not have been a clearer statement. The NPF top leader in Manipur, Mr. Awanbo Nyumai, saying on the show tonight that you are a good partner of the BJP and they run the government well in the past. And of course, the High Command sitting in Kohima is going to take the decision. But this is a clear statement that the NPF have absolutely no problem siding with the BJP in the next government. And the BJP leader, Prithviraj, of course, his personal opinion sitting in so many words, he has also said that the BJP is no problem with going with siding or taking in allies who have been absolutely rock solid behind the government during the last 5 years. So that is a very clear-cut statement. But Mr. Nyumai, why did the NPP contest only 10 seats today? If you are saying that you are already projected to get 2 to 6 seats, you are projected to get 2 to 6 seats, which is close to what you are predicting, between maximum up to 8. So in looking back, do you think that you could have contested a few more seats? Do you think it was a wrong decision not to contest more than 10 seats?
We have decided to go only for 10 seats this time. Yes, we can go more also, but this is what the party decides. Now, we want to make sure that when we contest 10 means we come back with 10. Now, unfortunately, in Ternopal, there are certain pollings where the EVMs are damaged, but no repoll was held. I don't know what is going to happen. Now, this is where we are a little unhappy with the election commission, the way they are conducting the election. The election commission, CEO have given an order today. The first criteria for going for the repoll is if the EVMs are damaged. But in Nepal, they have openly beaten up some people saying that they are responsible for damaging the EVMs, but no repoll was held in these 6 polling booths. I don't know what is the decision, how the election commission have taken the decision.
Right. Now,
that's why.
Now, lot of people are watching our program on our live stream on various social media platforms. Very, very interesting kind of comments coming in. Long live BJP. NPP will get between 12 to 18 seats. Welcome NPF. NPP will form the government, and so on and so forth. So these are very interesting. A lot of people are watching on the social media. They have also come up with their own exit polls. Prithviraj, everybody is a free for all. Everybody is predicting tonight. That means the people of Manipur are watching, not only watching the show, they are also giving their point of view. It's very interesting to find a very, very conscious set of viewers and a conscious set of electors in Manipur this time. Prithviraj.
Sorry, can you repeat again? I have some audio issue.
Okay, if you can take that question, Mr. Hemachandra.
Yes, of course, Wasbir. See, every election is like a big festival in Manipur, And I think, even let me take a leaf out of the NPP's optimism. NPP is saying that we will win at least 20 seats. Let us forget about the big parties. I mean, of course, everybody is bashing us at the moment. I think today, everybody is, probably writing us off, including all the surveys and all these people. That will be, redeemed. That our honor will be redeemed on the 10th of March. But, having, taken the spirit from the NPP, which, contested 40 seats, which was totally, unexpected. And, a lot of things can happen in politics.
A lot of things can happen. Let
everybody enjoy. Let everybody, have this euphoric moment till the results are declared. Everybody deserves to.
Mr. Hemachandra Singh.
I think everybody deserves this, including any party.
I really like.
Even the independents.
I like your sportsman spirit. You are taking it very sportingly. Prithviraj, your fan.
What can you do?
Absolutely, yes, I agree with you. Mr. Hemachandra Singh.
Today we are totally at the wall. Wasbir, any live Republic, Jan, whatever, Jan Ki Baat, Z. Look at Z. Look at Z survey. That is, who will believe that?
Okay, we'll wait and watch. As I said, as you have been saying, as I have been saying, we'll have to wait. But let me tell you, hold your thoughts. Hemachandra, hold your thoughts.
Don't you see my body language? Don't you see, my smile?
I see your body language. You are absolutely gung-ho. You are absolutely unfazed and you are taking it sportingly. But both Prithviraj and Awangbo Nyumai, you have a lot of fans. So in the social media, Prithviraj, you are already declared elected by one of your fans. Hold your thoughts. Let's reduce the volume of Mr. Okay, Prithviraj, your fans have already declared you elected. We'll have to wait and watch on 10th. Mr. Nyumai, you have a lot of fans on Facebook and YouTube. Long live NPF, long live Awangbo Nyumai. Somebody has written.
Thank you.
Your fans have written. So these very interesting comments coming in. But let us take a look at all the states. Let's take a look. Gentlemen, don't go away. Gentlemen, don't go away. I'm coming to you in a bit with many questions. Our viewers are also putting a lot of questions which they want me to ask you. Let's take a look at from UP, starting from UP. Let's take a look at all the states. Priya, please take us round with all the states. Let's go slowly. Let's go to UP now. Let's start with UP and go to all the other states one by one.
All right, viewers, so you can see these are poll predictions for Uttar Pradesh. There you can see Bharatiya Janata Party 262 to 277. Well, SP 119, 134, BSP 7 to 15, Congress 3 to 8 and others 2 to 6. So these are the predictions for Uttar Pradesh.
Slow, repeat.
All right, we have also predictions for Goa from P Mark. So BJP plus 13 to 17 seats, Congress 13 to 17, Aam Aadmi Party 2 to 6, BJP plus 13 to 17 and TMC plus 2 to 4. So I repeat once again, so predictions for Goa, there you can see Bharatiya Janata Party 13 to 17, Congress plus 13 to 17, Aam Aadmi Party 2 to 6, BJP plus 13 to 17, TMC plus 2 to 4. And for Uttarakhand, well, according to P Mark predictions, well, BJP plus 35 to 39 seats, Congress 28 to 34 seats, Aam Aadmi Party 0 to 3 seats, BJP plus 35 to 39 seats, others 0 to 3. All right, I repeat once again for Uttarakhand, well, as per P Mark, well, BJP plus 35 to 39 seats, Congress plus 28 to 34 seats, Aam Aadmi Party 0 to 3 seats, BJP plus 35 to 39 seats. And all right, we also have predictions for Uttarakhand. Well, there you can see, well, BJP, the Bharatiya Janata Party, 29 to 34 seats, and Congress 35 to 38 seats, BSP 0 to 1 to 3 and BJP, well, 29 to 34 seats and BSP 1 to 3 seats. So this is metrics predictions for Uttarakhand. So there you can see the Bharatiya Janata Party 29 to 34 seats. The Congress, well, 35 to 38 seats. BSP 1 to 3 seats. BJP 29 to 34 seats. And BSP 1 to 3 seats.
All 4 guests.
And for Punjab,
All
as
4
per
guests.
P. Mark,
4
well, the
guests.
Aam Aadmi Party
Small
62
windows.
to
Small
70
windows.
seats. Well, quite a
Small
good
windows.
number there.
All
And
4
Congress
got window.
23 to 31 seats. SAD 16 to 24. Aam Aadmi Party 62 to 70 seats. BJP 1 to 3 seats. So there you can see. And as per India Today predictions for Punjab, well, Congress 19 to 31 seats, BJP plus 1 to 4 seats, Aam Aadmi Party 76 to 90 seats, SAD, well, 7 to 11 seats, and others 0 to 2 seats.